Welcome to Studio Nicole. I am Nicole, and I'm so glad that you're here. Today, we're going to spend a little bit of time going through the second signature, orange, in my rainbow journal. This is my personal memorabilia, it's like scrapbooky type journal. It's the first journal I ever made, and I kind of jokingly call it the Museum of Nicole because there is so much of my history and past important things to me in here. And it's been so much fun. I did the red section already, and I'm getting ready to jump into the orange section, and it is a blast to look through it and kind of revisit some of these fun things. Now, one thing that I think I missed and didn't do in the first video was show off this light up spine. How cool is this? It's got to be the battery. It's really supposed to just stay lit up, but here's how it works. The string of lights is wound all through the twine, and then whoop, at the back, when we get to the purple section, you'll see it's like regular pages for a while, and then they are like short pages. In order to make room for this little thing, it's really just a plastic package, and inside the package is the battery pack, whoop, right here for the lights. And so I think I need to replace the battery. That's probably why the lights are kind of flickering, because usually they just stay on. So I suspect that I need to get new batteries is probably what's happening. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off until I can get new batteries in there. But it is super fun. And I just have it kind of taped in place with a little bit of washi tape to keep it from sliding out. And then there's a little spot here where I can like switch the switch on or off. So I'm just going to keep it off, as I said. But yeah, I don't think I talked about that in the first video. And it's one of my favorite things about this journal. I think it's really cool. It was just a fun little detail when I made it. All right, so we are going to dive in and talk about the second signature, the orange signature. I'm going to use this little box full of inks to help hold the book up. I used something a little narrower last time and it wasn't very sturdy and it kept falling over. So I'm hoping that this is a little more sturdy and it will do a better job of like holding the book in place so that it doesn't, tip over. So we're going to skip ahead to here. Okay, so here we are. Let me center a little bit better. Here we are at the beginning of the orange section, and I love this paper. I haven't really done anything with it, but it's, I don't know if you can hear that. It's got texture to it. It's got these little gold, they look like flowers and dots all over it. And I just love it. I don't know. I just love it. I really don't remember where it came from, but that's the first page in my orange signature. The second page, this is from it was like a brochure or a guide or something about like cruises, European cruises from 2017. And we aren't going on a cruise. We weren't going on a cruise. I'm not sure where I got this, but I just loved the image. The city and the sky and the water. I did attach this is Anaheim, obviously. You can read. It says Anaheim, California. This was from the trip that we took to Anaheim in, I want to say 2022 or 2023. 2022, probably. Anyway, my youngest son was in BPA and he competed in nationals and they were in Anaheim. So I went along on that trip. There is also a Merry Christmas tag. um, which really belongs in the red section. I'll have to move that at some point. It is a little hard to like navigate keeping this book open like this, but on the other side of this page, it sort of folds around and creates a little pocket, and I have a couple of things tucked in there. This is one of the first mixed media lessons that I ever did when I taught the classes in person the first time. And so I just have a copy of that lesson in here. And this is some bread. It appears to be a Panera Bread menu, which tracks because I love Panera Bread. There is also a little um, tiny school picture from my son from 2016. So he was just a little guy then, and he is all grown up now. This is some cardstock with some stenciling, it looks like, done. I think I have the actual paper that I used to stencil this. I think that's in here too. This looks like a Shutterfly envelope. Oh, it is Shutterfly envelope. Some orange paper. So there's lots of room here for me to add things in. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is from a bar of soap that I bought at, I want to say like Ross or Marshall's. And I loved the soap. It was like an orange citrusy soap, but I also really loved the packaging. So I just attached that here to the edge of the page. This is just like a cutout. And this is what I use here. I stenciled through this paper to get this design. Oh, no, it didn't work. I was hoping that that would work. This page has a Reese Piece box, and these are one of my favorite candies. I don't like a lot of sweet stuff, but Reese Pieces are right up there. This is a birthday invitation from when my oldest son was 2 years old. Hi everyone, I'll be 2 soon, and I'd like to invite you to help me celebrate. Please join us. Blah, 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 blah. You can call my mommy for directions or to RSVP. I hope to see you there. So that was an invitation, and this is a note from a coworker. There's the little Reese Pieces tab on that page. I love it. This is the top from the Uno Stacco box, and this also belongs in the red section, but it's not attached in anywhere, so I'm just going to tuck it in over here. We play this game all the time. It's like a cross between Jenga and Uno, and I obviously got it for $3 at a yard sale, and it is honestly one of the, it's an MVP for game night, for real. We play it all the time. Even now, both of my kids are officially adults, and we still will play that game when we sit down to play board games, which is not as often as it used to be, but it does still happen. Just some blank pages here this is scrapbook paper. This is just maybe like a brayer, it looks like, perhaps. On the back of that is an envelope created from a calendar cover. This is similar to the one that I had in the red section. I probably won't be able to find it now, of course, because I'm looking for it. Oh well, guess it's not important. Yeah, anyway, this is from the same calendar as one of the other ones, and I just really liked it. I thought it worked well in the orange section here. This is just a little partial page, and I have this card that I received in a swap, and what I did was I just cut a slit in this page and I kind of slid it in here, so it opens up like this, and then the writing is on the other side, and I can pull it out if I want to. A jelly print over here, and as a page tab, this is fun. This is actually the key tag from when I bought my Jeep. So that's right there. This was a page out of a big, like a poster book. It has some neat graphics on it. I think this also maybe was from Panera Bread, perhaps, possibly. Um, this is a note that we wrote on a paper towel and left on the table. We are often leaving notes for one another on the table. On this side, I've got an envelope here from, this is, I think, like Nielsen. Yep, Nielsen Radio. So this was a Nielsen Radio envelope. And in it are some things that I am grateful for. There's a book review and just a list of gratitude, things that I am grateful for. There's a lot of things on here, things I'm looking forward to and things I'm grateful for. Um, this page has some more things that I am grateful for. This looks like things that I'm interested in. These are like my interests and things that make me like excited. And a tag from some piece of clothing or the other from The Office, which is one of my favorite TV shows. Um, it just makes me laugh, and I love it. This is a thank you card from our vice president and campus director because I participated in an event on campus. I've got some gorgeous um, scenery here. I would love to go out. I'm trying to talk my family into a trip to like the Grand Canyon and Bryce Canyon and all of that next year. We'll see. It's kind of a hard sell because they don't love to travel as much as I do, and it would be a big trip. This originally was the center of this signature, and it just said summer, and it had this gorgeous sunset probably over the ocean. But I've added some stuff in since then. Um, this is the temporary tag from the Jeep when I bought it, and this is a Shutterfly envelope, another one with. This is a sticker from Independent Tattoo. This is the company that did my son's tattoo and some pictures of him while he was getting that done. And inside the pocket, oh, this is the Philadelphia Museum of Art. So this is from 2016, March of 2016. We went with the ESL group. We took students up to Philadelphia and went to the museum and Reading Terminal Market. It was a great trip. And now I can't get that to fit back in there. Well, there it is. Maybe. Okay. So moving on, we have the other part of this gorgeous scenery. It doesn't seem like there's anything. There is a pocket here, but I don't think there's anything in it. It doesn't really feel like there's anything in there. I have some coffee dyed paper over here with a Delaware sticker on it. I love Delaware. I was actually born in California, but I live in Delaware. I have for most of my life. This is the rest of the packaging from that soap that I liked so much. It's Mandarin Triple Milled Bath Bar. And I wish that I could find another one because I love the way it smelled. But yeah, this packaging is just absolutely beautiful. There is something. That's it. There's something tucked in here. This looks like something from, oh, it's from Austin, and this is from a long time ago. It says, my mom likes to read. My mom likes to play. She also likes to play on the computer. She is great in every way. I like the way mom plays with me. I like the way she shares. She always tries to get the house clean, and I know she really cares. My mom is really pretty. She's special. Yes, it's true. That's why I want to tell you, Mom, just how much I love you. Oh, those were the days, weren't they? They were long when when we were in them. But some days you just wish you could go back for a minute. All right, we've got a south of the border sticker. This is from South Carolina, and this is It's on I-95 heading south. We've driven to Florida several times, and south of the border is always either a place where we stop or we at least, there's a lot of uh, billboards along the way, so we kind of look forward to hitting that milestone, even if we don't actually make a stop. I think this I think we purchased some things. I went down there with my kids, just me and the kids, actually, without my husband. We were on our way to Alabama, and we stopped and did some fun stuff there and took some silly pictures of us wearing sombreros. And it was just it was a neat stop along the way. I got a picture of my extended family and some of us at Shenandoah National Park. Actually, I think that might be Luray Caverns. And these are our passes from the Washington game back in 2017. They were the Redskins then. They're now the Commanders. It's the only football game I've ever been to, like on a professional scale, and it was a really cool game. Super fun. Jelly printing on one side, calendar pages on the other. This looks like two calendar pages together to make a little pocket. And this, oh gosh, this is an old photo. This was probably 2000, maybe 2001. I was in college. Probably 2000 then, or 99. It's my mom and me and my aunt at the Hard Rock Cafe in New York. We went up there on a bus trip. I've got some things tucked in here. What have I got? We have these are some quotes from the ESL Book Club from the book that we read in 2018. This is a little card that talks about a beautiful moment. Oh, this was 2019. The boys and I were in Walmart just being silly, really kind of making a spectacle of ourselves. But it was fun. And I'm sure they were embarrassed, but I was having an absolute blast. This is a card. So this is a card that I wrote and sent to my mom. I wrote, keep moving forward. And when you think you're stuck, remember that I love you and I believe in you. I'm so proud of you. Good luck, Nicole. And she wrote, I love you on the inside of this. And I'm sure that I got this back and put it in here after. So I lost her 9 years ago. And I got a lot of her things afterwards, and so there were some things like this that I had written and given to her, and I'm glad that I got them back because now that's something that I can like treasure and hold on to. Anyway, it is another way for me to see her handwriting. I talked about this when I did the red, because she wrote on like a gift tag too, but this one actually says I love you, which is what I have on my wrist here. And so it's neat to see how consistent her handwriting is because it looks almost the same. We've got some maybe jelly printing, maybe just an off. This just looks like a mess to me, honestly. I feel like this needs a lot more layers to be anything. But there is a wristband on here and it says Skate World. December 2019. And this is my sisters, my niece, my older son, and I. So we went to Skate World. This is the other half of that like lace cut page. I didn't cut this. It came like this, but I just love this design. The parking pass from that game we were talking about. This is some watercolor practicing that I was doing. This was probably part of the 100-day project when I was doing hand lettering. We have a Halloween party invitation. This was in 2020 when You couldn't really go to the movies. So the theaters, in order to have any kind of an income, they were offering like the option to rent out the whole theater and have like a private party. So my son had a Halloween party and we did it at the movie theater, and everybody, all the kids came, and we kind of like spaced everybody apart in the theater and they watched a scary movie. I don't really like scary movies, so I had my earbuds in and I was watching like The Office reruns on my phone or something. But he had a good time. The students, the rest of the kids had a good time. It was a good way for them to get together. They needed that in 2020. Got some paper here. I have a little. This looks like a carpet or rug or something, but I don't really know what it's from. I didn't label it, so I couldn't tell you. I love I love the scenery. This looks like just the canyons and whatnot out west. I love this. I want to visit there so bad. This is just a page that I did one day. It's got some embossing on it and some dyes or some inks. And it just says autumn leaves. I don't know. This is the other side of that brochure from uh, the travel packet. And then on this side, the back side of the orange, we've got a sticker that says travel the world. We've got a little half pocket, and um, we have a postcard from south of the border. So this was that trip that I was telling you about when I drove down to Alabama by myself. Basically, the kids were too young to drive then. Uh, it says engine lights, red light cameras, forgotten Airbnb alarms. It's been an adventure so far. LOL. Boys enjoyed browsing the crazy souvenirs at south of the border. I just can't wait to get some sleep. And gosh, that was the truth. I was not sleeping it well at all. Um, we went to stay at an Airbnb and the lady wasn't there. She was like out of town for the weekend, but she forgot to turn off the alarm. So when we got there and we put in the code to come in the house, the alarm went off and the police were summoned. It was my first ever Airbnb rental. This was back in, I don't know when this was. It was a few years ago. Yeah, I don't see a date on here anywhere. It was a few years ago. It was my first ever Airbnb rental, and it was almost my last. It was definitely an adventure. This is a post-it note that has seen better days, and it says, "Sugar is done." Because we make a lot of iced tea with our iced tea maker, and sometimes, like if we're leaving in the morning, we'll like make the tea, but then we have to like leave it on the counter for the next person to like finish because you can't put it in the fridge right away while it's super hot. So we would put a post-it note on the top that says the sugar is done, because otherwise the person who comes behind us and might not know that it already has sugar in it and then would put more sugar in it. So we would always leave a note to let them know if we did the sugar or not. These are the funny things that you do as a family when you have to make things work, right? Isn't that funny to have to explain that to someone else? And this is the last page of the orange section. We've got a little page tag here. This is a Levi Strauss jeans label that seems to be glued down pretty good. Probably from one of my kids, actually. All right, and that, folks, is the orange section of my journal. Up next is yellow. And there's some really fun stuff in here. I can't wait to get into this one and start going through it. I'm excited. All right, I will see you in the next video. I hope that you had a good time. Please subscribe if you haven't, and feel free to comment in the comments on the video and let me know what you think of this monster journal and the lights on the back, and all of my fun memorabilia, because I'm kind of a hoarder a little bit. But aren't we all here in the paper crafting world? All right, folks, thanks again for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.